Awesome. Welcome to Discover Your Next Chapter. It is Tuesday night. It is one of my favorite nights of the week, and I'm so excited to be here with you all. And my co-host, Erin Henley, tonight. We are so excited to hear from Lauren McKillip. She is a mom of two, a hairstylist, and a gal of my heart. She's been in the business for a while. She's got some really great goodies to share, and it's always fun to hear from a stylist and their take. So I'm just going to let you take it away, Lauren, because we're already after 6. And if guests could please just put their name in the chat, let us know you're here and who invited you. So there you go.
Okay, perfect. Well, first of all, thanks for having me. Second of all, everything she said was completely true. I have two little nuggets and they're crazy and keep me on my toes. And I am a hairstylist. I've been a hairstylist for, I'm going to age myself, 11, almost 12 years. And I've been one with Monat for almost exactly 4 now. So I was like a baby when this all started. When I first found out about Monat, it was like in the weirdest way. It was like literally an Instagram post, and I was super intrigued. For those of you guys that don't know and should follow anyways, Sarah Hill, she actually was posting on Snapchat, because that was when like Snapchat was all the rage. She posted like this oil, and honestly, as a hairstylist, I was just super intrigued because she did have very damaged hair, but she also had really blonde hair. And so she was using very, very pricey products. Like I remember I used to like stalk her page, and I'm like, how does her hair look like that? But she's using like such expensive stuff. Well, she posted this bottle of Rejuvenique oil, and I will never forget it. From that day on, I literally was like searching what she was talking about, because Snapchat was just like stories are now, and like they would go away. And so I was only catching whatever I was on top of, right? Like, so I heard her talk about like she didn't know what she thought at first, but like she was on like day like 4 or 5 hair, and somebody told her to keep going or whatever. I was just like hearing snippets of it. So I kept researching it, and I didn't find anything about it. Like, so for those of you guys that are new here and have no idea what Monat is, and somebody just introduced you to this opportunity call, first of all, that's awesome. Thanks for coming. But second of all, Monat started out as just a hair care line. So me as a hairstylist, like I speak this so fluently, it was just like, I needed to know everything about it. And I couldn't find anything. Like, to be quite honest with you, all I found was a website that like, honest to God, gave very little information at the time. Like we were like, literally, I think they had just launched. Basically, it was not anything crazy. It wasn't huge, but the people that had it were super passionate about it. Like that's what I remember. I would like look up YouTube videos, the whole 9. I just wanted somebody who didn't sell it to tell me about it. Like I'm just a hairstylist and I have to get my hands on things. So after about 7 months of literally nonstop nagging, my husband at the time literally said to me, just get it, like whatever, at least it's a tax write-off, like who cares? I'm tired of hearing about it. Like he was over it. But I had gotten a sample in the mail, and I used just the shampoo. And I think this is like important to know. The girl who sent me the sample is actually not who I'm under, but she sent me just the shampoo. And my stupid little hairstylist brain even didn't click that like, oh, one shampoo is not going to make your hair super crazy thick. One shampoo is not going to like be some miracle product, but like it will give you like a basis of the product. I remember I sent her a text and I was like, this isn't going to like make my hair crazy thick or anything. Like, cause I don't need that. Like that was not my problem, but my problem was I was 2 years postpartum and my hair literally would not grow. I was using very, very expensive stuff personally, and my clients were struggling too. And the whole fact that anti-aging hair care, like that just like clicked for me. I was like, why aren't we anti-aging? Like that doesn't make sense. So I tried this one sample, and in this sample, I don't condition with anything else because like my little hairstylist brain is, I'm like, no, I just want to know that this stuff works. Right. So I walk into work, I let my hair air dry. And I had a girl that normally doesn't do my hairstyle, my hair. And she's like, your hair's so soft. It's so shiny. She's just like complimenting it. Right. And I'm like, I know, but like, this is weird because I'm a hairstylist. And for those of you guys that don't know, if you haven't experienced one, not all hairstylists, even to this day, are Monat friendly. It can be a very big shock to people. And especially back then, it was like this huge shock to people that you were going to step out of our box of 2 stores that we purchased from. So I'm just like, I don't want to tell you what it is. And like, I'm just completely honest. I'm like, I don't want to tell you what it is. You're going to yell at me. Like, it's going to be a whole thing. She's like, just tell me whatever. I'm like, well, it's like this company and it's direct sales. And she's like, you're what? I'm like, I know, but it's fine. Like, but my hair looks good, right? Like, that's all I remember. And so from then on out, I was annoying my husband and the whole nine. He let me purchase the box, but here's where this stuff gets good. Okay. So I order this box and I know nothing about it. Like, literally, when I say nothing, I know nothing. I know that it's anti-aging. I know that it's essential oil based. That's what I thought at the time. And that my hair felt good. That's literally what I've got to go off of. I was looking for products to make my thin haired clients feel better. We have like thickening products on the market as professionals, but they leave your hair very dry, very dull, very all these things. And so you're not getting the extreme results. There were a couple of anti-aging hair care lines that I was personally using. I was using very expensive bottles of shampoo and I was not seeing what I wanted to see. I just was not impressed. So I get this box and I'm like, okay, I'm going to make a deal with myself. I have an entire retail line sitting on my shelf. I personally thought I was going to lose money. So like, you guys need to know, I'm like businesswoman of the century, thinking I'm going to like lose money because I just jumped the gun. Right. And I have just this box of product. I'm like, I'm not going to tell anybody what I'm using. I'm just going to tell them I'm using new stuff on them. We're going to try it and see what they say. So I open up the box. I will never forget. My first client ever was this lady named Karen, and I love her. She lets me try anything on her. And I was like, just tell me what you think. That's all I want to know. I just want to know what you think. She's like, okay. So I do. And as I'm blow drying her hair, she's like, oh, wow. Like, this does make a difference. Like, I don't know what you're using, but it does make a difference. A couple days later, she calls me and she's like, whatever you use on my head, I need. I'm like, whoa, hold on. Because this lady is not somebody who purchases product at all. I also had another girl named Brittany, who is one of my market partners now. And she's been using the product for 4 years, just as well as Karen has. And she calls me, and she is a person who she gets her product at a major discount from one of her friends who has a license at a supply house. So she's like, never buys product off me ever. Like, it's pulling teeth to get her to make a purchase. She literally calls me, and this is my favorite sale ever. She wanted to know exactly what I used on her. She wanted it that day, and she was not waiting. I met her in a McDonald's parking lot to give her a bottle of black shampoo. Like, I felt like I was on the black market of shampoo because everybody was like asking me what I was using on their hair. And so I think like it was probably like 3 weeks in that I realized like I had something so good that like I just wanted to share with everybody. But as a hairstylist, I was still hesitant. I did start removing products from my shelves at that point and like start stocking with other things. But I wanted more hairstylist opinions because that's just me. Like, that's how we're trained. Like, when you guys like confront a hairstylist, it's really kind of funny because I think a lot of people have a hard time with that. It's because we are trained not to do what I just did. Like, we are literally like, that's kicked into our brain. So I'm like unlearning all these things, right? I call a couple of my hairstylist friends and I'm like, look, I just want honest opinions. That's it. I just want to shampoo you. That's all I need to do. I just need to shampoo you. They're like, okay, whatever. So everybody comes because who doesn't want a free blowout, right? We never get pampered. Every single person that I blow dried, and I blow dried 4 people with completely different hair types, one of them very similar to me, and then the others like were off the wall, whatever. Every single person that I shampooed is still with me and on my team and immediately bought boxes. So I think that speaks volumes right there that we're all 4 years in. We also have like rode the waves of craziness and the whole nine, like whatever, but we are all still here and all still love it. And you guys like look at my hair. I get asked all the time if I have extensions. I will show you. No, I do not. Since being on Monate 4 years ago, I do have a little tiny new nugget. So I've been through postpartum hair loss. I've been through COVID. I've been through a divorce. I've been through all of it. So any stress that you could possibly have on my head has happened. My hair is still, like, you can tell it's all there, all real. So I think a lot of times, like, my own personal story, like, helps me. So I always say, like, be a product of the product, because I think that's like great, whatever. Everybody should do that. But honestly, ever since like I took the jump. Like I said, at first, I really thought that I was going to lose money. Like I was convinced, like I was selling retail. That's it. I'm going to make 30% off the products and that's all I'm going to make. Right. Like I literally convinced myself I was going to lose money. In my first year, I didn't double my income, but I came really close to it. Within 6 months, I had hit the rank where you can drive a paid for Cadillac. I've earned 5 trips, I believe. I'm pretty sure. I think it's 5 trips. I've been on 4 of them. This has done like so much for me, like personally. Okay, I'm gonna try not to cry because this is so lame. I shouldn't cry about this, but it's like honestly been like such a game changer for me. It has taken me to places that like first of all I would have never went. I would have never been to Bermuda, so that's cool. And I don't know, I've met a lot of really fun people. I've made friends with people I would have never been friends with. And honestly, as a hairstylist, it's opened my eyes. As a hairstylist, like if you're a hairstylist listening to this, there are people searching for Monat hairstylists. So it's also given me like a weird clientele kind of change. But I welcome that so much because there are literally people who are like searching for someone to like be open and be like have their eyes open to this, and be accepting of those things. So I don't know. It's been such like a journey, and honestly, like I've of course had like ups and downs and whatever, but like all of my original men are standing, and I feel like right there in that like little thing, like those 4 people are like some of my best people. So I think that like that to me just means so much, and people trusted me to like take them on this journey. I don't know. I hope that I'm like covering everything you want me to, but honestly, like I do think like my story is kind of crazy because like I have been through a lot, and in the last year, like Monat has kept me afloat like so much. You guys have no idea. I'll just be really raw and honest. In the last year, I've gotten a divorce and my life flipped turned upside down. I'm actually getting ready to move, which is why I'm sitting on the floor right here because there's nothing pretty in my house right now. But I am getting ready to move. But like Monat helped me get this house. It's going to help me get my next house. It's going like I can confidently say those things. So I think that that is just like something that's so awesome because I am a business owner. And so like getting financing and things like that, especially as a hairstylist, is way different than like any other realm of life. So that's just like, it's just life saving to me in more ways than one. And like, honestly, our team has been so freaking fabulous. Like if you need somebody to like pray with you, pray for you, any of it, pick you up on your worst day, I promise like those people are on this team. And that's what I think is like the biggest part for me. My game changed honestly, like when I started running my business differently, and it wasn't about the dollar amount, it's just like about the people behind it, which I think is what like everybody else always showed me. Roxy was my mentor, and like honestly, she like literally cared so much about the people behind the dollar. And if anything like that I learned from her, like it is like that, like they have those post-it note shirts, you guys, like if you've ever seen them, like ever, that are like, what can we do to make the world better? Like what can we do to make it better? To me, that is like how like I run my business. And like I can see the comments, you guys, you're like the relationships. No, it is the relationships. It sounds so gimmicky when we say that, but it's like so true. You have no idea. Like this is legit a family. And I think like to get people around, like especially if you even have a little dream, like take that little tiny dream and trust me, they're going to amplify it times like 1,000. And they're not going to tell you you can't do it. They're going to tell you you can. And I think that's where like the game changes for me. I mean, it changed for me, but it changes for a lot of people, because I can sit here and I can tell you about how amazing our products are. You guys, they're going to speak for themselves. Look at my hair. Like I can sit here and talk to you about skincare. I use the skincare faithfully. That skincare saved my skin. I can talk to you about the wellness and how the greens are the fluffiest thing on the planet. Like, and they're better than any greens I've ever tried. And trust me, I love greens. So like I have tried a lot. So I can tell you about those things, but like, I think what's more important, honestly, is like, it is about the relationships. It's about the people behind it. It's about all of those things. And with that comes like this endless opportunity. So like, if you are like me and you just got a divorce and you feel defeated and you need money in weird ways that you can't make, like I physically as a hairstylist don't make money unless I'm behind the chair. So for me to be able to make money right from my phone, like I tell everybody, as long as you take a pee break at work or you have a smartphone, you can work this business anywhere. Like you have enough time as long as you take a pee break. And you honestly, like that's so crazy, but I cannot explain to you. I have 2 children. I'm a single mom. I have basically 2 businesses within my hairstyle, like being a hairstylist. It's kind of crazy. But whatever. I like do all the things. It's just whatever. It's what I like how it is. But if anybody understands busy, it's me. And so I love when people tell me they're busy because busy means good, because busy means you have stuff to talk about and like you can level with so many people that you don't even know. So I mean, like I said, I can sit here and I can tell you all about the hair care and how it is anti-aging and it's amazing. And we don't have sulfates and parabens and crap in our products. We don't like, but the family behind it, I think is like, honestly, the major game changer for me. And even like my girls, like, I think when everybody started running it and it was just me, when we started running it like a family, things change. And I learned that. And that's what's like crazy. It came from all of you guys. So I don't know. I hopefully that covers everything. I don't know. If you have a question, I'll answer it. But
Oh, that was awesome, Lauren. Oh my gosh.
I feel like I just spewed everything out. I don't know. I'm on like 25. It's fine.
You covered so much for everybody. And what would you say to somebody that isn't a hairstylist and is a little unsure that they can do it too because they're not a hairstylist? And what would you say to them about jumping in and getting in, and how will they be successful?
Okay, it's like my favorite thing ever to quote unquote, for lack of a better word, sell a not hairstylist. Because you do not have to be a hairstylist, especially like we, first of all, we train our girls like mad, but like I'm lucky that I'm on like a major like hairstylist team, obviously. So like we have like ins and outs and whatever. But I feel like because we have the forums and because we have all of these places where you can go, where there's like Facebook page where anybody can ask a question, right? Because we have those, first of all, that's super helpful for anyone that has a question. But second of all, it doesn't matter if you're a hairstylist or not. I want you to know my training that I did originally was the back office. Like I learned as a hairstylist with the back office, and I tell every single person that, hairstylist or not. Literally, I would lay in my bed and watch the videos because I knew nothing about it. Because as a hairstylist, it is not normal hair care. Like we are a totally different hair care world than you'll ever experience. And so it is important that you break it down, and it is important that you do those things. But what's even cooler now is, like somebody said, does it bother you that an unlicensed person can sell it? Okay. No, it doesn't. And you know why? Because my clients, my friends, my everything can help me build my business. So like where we can all benefit. It's not just like, oh, this client referred me this person, and so I made the sale. Well, no, that client referred me the person and now they made the sale and I made the sale. So like there's just, it's everybody gets to make money, I guess, in that situation. So for me, that's fun. Also, because we have skincare and wellness, you guys, they opened up like so many doors. And I will be the very first person to tell you, when they launched skincare, I was not excited. Like I was like so bummed. I remember sitting in there and everybody was like losing their minds. I had my little baby with me. Everybody's like losing their minds and they're like, yes, skincare. And I understood why everybody was so excited, because it did. It opened up so many doors. And I'm like, really? They're so good at hair care though. Like we're just so good at hair care. How can we do this? And when I finally tried it, it took me a month to even open my box. I bought the entire kit. Like, and I didn't even open it for a month. I let everybody else do their like research, and I watched the before and afters and everything. And I finally like bit the bullet and opened the products, and I have never looked back. And I can honestly tell you, I'm a skincare junkie. Like I always have been, which is probably why I was like, I don't want them to do that. Like I use this, that, and the other, you know? No, I'm a skincare junkie, and I am exclusive unless we have like a product that like we don't have, basically, like to fill in the gap. I am exclusive Monat, and I have never been exclusive with a skincare line. And I am so the person that if I don't like something, I just won't use it. I won't talk about it. I'm not going to sell you on it, but I'm not going to like use it. And honestly, like my entire, I should just like flip this around because you can see my bathroom, but my entire thing is just all on skincare. So I do think that there's so many other opportunities for you too, and you don't have to know everything. You're going to learn as you go. That's the best way you can learn anyways. And like I said, my stylist brain still had to learn from the back office.
That's so awesome. That's so awesome. I wanted to say something to everybody who's on the call. So we are giving away a Rejuva beads and a 30-second miracle today. And I think Monty told you to put your name if you're a guest. Somebody invited you, put your name in the chat, and we'll do a raffle for the draw in just a little bit. I just wanted to cover a couple of other things before I hand back over to Monty, who's probably busy going through the chat trying to find all the names. I will agree with Lauren for sure. When the skincare came out, I remember Roxy, they gave us an early version of the skincare and she's terrified of it. And it wasn't just hairstylist, because Roxy was not a hairstylist.
No.
My wife, by the way, got to the top of the comp plan. She was the fourth director in the company, and she was never a hairstylist. Because the business isn't about, it's while we might be about helping people have great hair or great skin or great wellness, it really is about just helping people.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the changing of lives business. And the reason why you're on this call and somebody wanted you on this call is because they care enough about you one way or another. Maybe they care that you have whatever your concern is over your hair or your skin or your wellness addressed. Maybe it's your wallet. Maybe it's they know that you just need something in your life to give you that extra purpose that changes who you are. 4 years, 5 years, 6 years into this business, what you'll find is you are an evolved person. It gives you purpose. It gives you training. It gives you the ability, like Lauren, I was guaranteed when I invited Lauren to do this call that she was going to be an awesome speaker. And it's just something that she probably gained. Maybe you were already a very good speaker, but I know that you gain that, and you're able to talk about it and share. And it really comes from the company created a culture of caring about individuals all the time as one of its primary reasons why we do business. And it's what I wake up every morning to do. I don't wake up to sell another person hair care. I don't invite somebody to this call because I'd like to make $15 on, their hair care that they're going to buy. I do it because I really want to see an impact in their life. And COVID, if anything, has taught us all that you don't know what's going to happen in your life. You don't know where your life can be changed. You don't know if a virus can change your life. There's a lot of people that I know, Lauren for sure, probably was at home unable to go cut hair.
Yeah, it's great. It's crazy. It's like so crazy. I think that COVID like changed the game about a lot of people's like mentality of like how you're gonna live life and things. And I don't know, like we talk about like confidence and how girls are growing and trying new things and all of those things. Like we have like a separate team page, and honestly, like that's been like the coolest thing, even like through COVID, to watch those girls grow. Like you just said, like maybe you're a good speaker. Okay, first of all, let me just tell you, I might be really bubbly and whatever, but I'm an like introverted extrovert. Like I'm not kidding. I'm just really good at faking it. So don't ever think that like, oh, it's just this like confident little thing that's coming in. No, that's not actually the case at all. But it does like build your confidence. Like I think that's like one of the biggest things. I did a call with somebody probably like 2 weeks ago, and she said, one of my favorite things I've gained from this is that I've watched myself grow over the last year. Like, because she was no longer scared, and she's just kind of like blossoming into who she like wants to be, I guess. She's like funny. She does like cute little reels and all that. And she was not that girl before. So I don't know. I think it's really fun to watch people grow.
It is. And this company really gives people that opportunity. And we do personal development every day when we're working this business. It's part of how our recipe is for success. And so it really impacts you. And with the changes that were beyond all of our control, we gave people an opportunity to give themselves direction in their life, give themselves a purpose, maybe put some food on the table. And so if you're sitting back thinking, why would I do this? I'm nervous about it. Don't be nervous about it. It's, the starter kit is $199. It'll get you started. You guys will have your business of your own. You'll get enough products to get rolling. You'll get enough help to get your business off the ground, and you'll get started. The worst thing that happens in any of this is you have amazing hair, right?
Yeah.
You have amazing skincare, all of those things. And Monat will always do everything they can, because the guy who started the company was the #1 Tupperware salesman in all of Venezuela. That's a hard business. People don't use their Tupperware every month. They don't order it again. You got to find a new customer, and it's a hard work. And he did it by going door to door, knocking down doors. And so when he started this company, he said, I want to change people's lives. So they created what is arguably one of, if not the best compensation plans in the business. It's 50% of the revenue that comes in goes right back in the market partner's pocket. And it allows them to change people's lives financially. It gives them the time freedom. They don't have to go to work the way they did. They can stay home with their kids. All of those things you ask yourself, why can't it be me? Well, it can be you. So I want you guys to think about it. Seriously, make the choice to ask yourself how you're going to set the stage for the rest of your life. Are you living the life you want to lead for the next 10 years? And if not, we can help you change right now today. So thank you, Lauren. You were amazing. Definitely did not let me down for a half a second even.
Oh, well, thanks for having me.
No problem. And Monty Lee, I'm going to hand over back to you so you can wrap it up and do the draw.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Always great words of wisdom, Erin and Lauren. I loved your story, and I just love your approach as well as with talking with hairstylists. I'm not, but lots of my friends are. And sometimes it can be really intimidating. They look at you like, hey, how do you know what you're talking about? Well, I'm a science geek, so I research everything. At least they trust me, right?
Yeah,
So,
there you go.
thank you so much for being here, and for everybody else for being here. I have all of the names that are in the chat, so I'm pretty sure we're ready to go. I am going to just shuffle this up. And the first thing we'll do the draw for is the Rejuva beads, a split end mender. I can't read it if I turn it around. So cross your fingers, cheer for your guests. I have a Rachel Gracia. So congratulations, Rachel. I'm just going to write your name down. Please make sure that you connect with the market partner who invited you here so we can get your Rejuva beads to you. And the next one is the 30-second miracle. It's slowly ticking away. We have China. I hope I said your name right. Or China. I'm so sorry if I butchered your name.
H-I-N-N-A, China, I think it is, but I think
H-I-N-N-A, yes.
Yeah. So real quick, guys, just to let you know, we do this every Tuesday night. If you guys want to come back and join, you're always welcome to come back. We also do it on Sunday nights, and we rotate guests all the time, so you'll hear something different, and you never know. You might be interested in that. Monty, you want to say anything?
I think I'm good. This was a really great call. I really loved it and everything you had to say. Like, just take a chance, because even if you just want great hair, you never know what you're going to get out of this. People are going to notice you have better hair if you haven't used these products before anyways, and then they're going to want it too.
Great. Thanks a lot, guys.
Good night.